slow down for a second. Slow down. Slow down. Hey, yo. Shaw, Rizal, hop out real quick. We're gonna get these niggas real quick.
Check that out. You can make sure you got some. Tuesdays at 7:30 because we be having discrepancies with the times and all that stuff. Just know that Tuesday classes normally start around this time at 7:30. So from here on out, I mean, just make sure y'all log in or y'all tap in around 7:30 when the class won't start around that time. Alright, shout out to your girl and all that. We be teaching the class from left. So until then, y'all can tune into that. You know what I mean? But today we're going to, this is called Sign of the Times, right? Last week or the week before, rather, we talked about where you should be when those days come. And once again, we get closer and closer to those times where people talking about they leaving the country. People talking about, I mean, they're going to try to deny the president from his inauguration. They're talking about rioting and looting and all kind of things, you know what I'm saying, before he was able to take office. You know what I'm saying? Really because they believe that this is a sign of the end of Earth. You know what I'm saying? They always talk about the last Trump and all kind of stuff. It remind me of more so like when Y2K happened. Remember when 1999 came and they thought when the ball dropped, the Earth was going to explode. That's really what it's indicative of, you know what I'm saying? And what I want you to understand is that the Lord got all of this on the Lord got all of this in control. You know what I'm saying? He got all of it on the string. So you can't see or understand when the times are coming, when the earth is going to end. It's not for your eyes. The Lord said, you think, you know what I'm saying? He told Ezra, your mind is going too far in this world for you to think that you can understand the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So if you thinking, not you, but you know, I mean, people in the world, they thinking as though, you know, earth is going to end and the world is going to be shooken up and, you know what I mean, it's just going to be pandemonium. I'm going to give you some scriptures, you know what I'm saying, to tell you about when pandemonium happens in the Bible. You know what I mean? So last time we talked about where you should be. This time we're going to talk about how you can identify the sign of the times. How can you identify the end of what we may know today as this society, this age, or this world? You know what I mean? So we're gonna start out with the basic scripture. Give me Matthew 24:3. As we usually do, we can start out with with the basics and then get a lot more deeper into it as we go. So start out Matthew 24:3.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the mount of...
Start at verse 1.
Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 1.
Right.
And the house went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. Verse 2, and Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? There, said unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
So think about today. You go look at the glory of whatever city you living in, or you go look at whatever place, whatever monument you nearby. And you marvel at the things that we see, especially like city skylines and things of that nature. They showing the Christ like, yo, look at the skyline. You know what I'm saying? Christ like, look, I promise you, there's gonna come a time where it's not gonna be stone on top of stone again. None of this gonna exist. Right? Keep going.
Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privily, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
And this is what the class is about. What's going to be the sign of thy coming? What's going to be the sign of the end? What's going to be the sign that everything is coming to a close and you coming again? Right? Or the sign of all these buildings being thrown down. Because that's the sign of the end. That's what they're asking about. How do we know when these buildings are going to be thrown down? How do we know when all this is going to end? And what made it even more heavy is that Christ died 33 BC, right? AD, right? The world as they knew it came down in 64 AD, when the siege of Jerusalem took place, and the Romans came through and persecuted everybody. Mind you, they had just got it back before that from the Greek with Judas Maccabees, right? And that was about 60-something years before Christ was even born. You know what I mean? So it was asking, when would these times come? Or what will be the sign of these times that everything will fall apart, fall to pieces? And Christ was giving them a prophecy of when these signs will come, or when these times will come. So keep going.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Right.
And of the end of the world.
And what?
And of the end of the world.
The end of that world was the beginning of another world. You know what I'm saying? That was when Rome took all the way over. And Rome just took everything. Greece was a world that just ended. You know what I'm saying? The Maccabee era, or the Maccabean War, that era was an era that just ended. Christ was the era that was ending. And Rome was about to take over Jerusalem. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
Many gonna come in Christ's name, right? Many gonna come saying that, yeah, we got the spirit of Christ, we got the spirit of the Lord, we do A, B, and C, but how can you identify that they're wrong? If they don't do what the Bible said to do. If they don't complete the missions that the Bible said to complete, which is go to camp, which is go to council, just take your brother and sister to council. When they don't do those things, that's how you know that they are not the people that Christ sent. Like, you know that when they say, oh, we don't do that part of the Bible. When somebody say that, or when somebody disregard a part of the Bible, that's who did not come in the spirit of Christ. They might wear purple today, or they might wear red and white today. You know what I mean? Those people did not come in the spirit of Christ. Or they might have a tambourine. You know those people didn't come in the spirit of Christ because when you ask them about the Bible, they can't answer. When you ask them about the spirit of the Bible, they don't have the spirit of the Bible. They don't give you the word or the spirit of the Bible because they don't have either. You They're not a prophet or a priest of the Bible because they don't understand it. Right? They're gonna say, yeah, I am Christ. You know, I wear a cross on my neck. You know what I'm saying? I'm a preacher. I wear the little Catholic thing on my neck. I'm a pastor, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But you can't get the answers that Christ gave to his disciples. When his disciples asked questions, Christ gave them the answer. If your pastor or your whatever imam or whoever he is can't give you those answers, then he is not in the spirit of Christ. He did not come the way Christ told him to be, which is a teacher to his children. Keep going.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name and say, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Verse 6. And ye shall hear of many, it's like you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right, so we're hearing the wars, rumors of wars today, right? This is the first one of the first signs of how we want to know when the end is coming. We're gonna have wars, rumors of wars. When everybody's at peace, there'll be there's no when everybody's at peace. Right? There's no disagreements, there's no alts or no discrimination against one another. But when you start to hear about the problems, when you start to hear about it, and it's making it to your doorstep. Once it makes it to your doorstep, understand that those things have become large, right? When you hear the wars, you hear the rumors of the war. There are big rumors, go ahead.
See that you be not troubled.
Yeah, why? Do not be troubled when you hear about the wars and rumors of war. Talk about it.
It's really close to the end.
Yeah, this is a sign of the coming. It's a sign of what Christ said should happen. Don't be troubled, because the Lord got you. The Lord got your back. Good?
For all these things must come to pass.
That's why you shouldn't be troubled, because this must happen. Right?
But the end is not yet.
Right. Our end isn't yet, because we have a world that comes after this world. Right? And it says Esau is going to end. And Jacob is the world that followed after, which we read last week. Or whatever week that was. I'm saying Esau world will end and Jacob world will begin. So yeah, we're gonna be troubled because we're not gonna be troubled because we know what's coming afterwards. But the people that's in the world, the people that's in Esau's world, their world is ending. That's why they're in trouble. Go ahead.
Verse 4, start at verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
Yeah.
And kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes,
Good.
in diverse places.
And that's what we see today. We see about earthquakes and famines and hurricanes in places that there's hurricanes still coming right now in late November or whatever. I mean, like, they still naming hurricanes. And you know they name A, B, C, D. I mean, they name them through the alphabet. I think we all the way down to like S, T, or W right now. It's been a whole ton. They had hurricanes that just defied every hurricaneism. Yeah, the hurricane recently, I think it's Raphael. That joint just came all the way west through the Gulf. They like, yo, hurricanes don't even really just go like that. You know what I'm saying? Hurricanes go that way. This hurricane just went west through the Gulf, right into Mexico. Like, they normally don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Hurricanes strengthen from the Gulf of Mexico and just wipe Florida out off the map, actually. You know what I'm saying? Hurricane came through North Carolina, dropped the ocean on the mountain range, flooded North Carolina out. They're like, this has never happened. All of that happened in the same year. So that's the hurricanes in diverse places and the things that's happening is like things we've never seen before. You want to hear about the wars and rumors of wars like Ukraine and Hezbollah and Gaza Strip and Israel and things of that nature. You want to hear about wars that have never happened before. Now Israel like, yeah, we're going to call it off. But they bombed Gaza to pieces. Right? It is no more Gaza Strip. And now they're talking about, yeah, we're going to call it off because Trump getting in office. Right? You know what I mean? Trump, yeah, in the war right now. So it's crazy. It's crazy. We're going to hear about the wars, the rumors of wars, and the hurricanes, and all kind of wildness going on. Go ahead.
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrow.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the tough times. But
Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill,
Good.
and ye shall be hated of all nations.
Now, in those times, you're going to be the one going against everybody, right? And when you go against those people, they're going to unalive you. That's what happened to the disciples. Who he's talking to? The only one that didn't get unalive was John, right? Not John the Baptist, John, actual John. He the only one that made it. And he was able to write the book of Revelations in his old age and in his time of learning everything. But other than that, everybody else got unalive. The people that he's talking to right now, it happened to him. What?
For my name's sake.
For what?
For my name's sake.
And that's what's going to happen to us. That's what's going to happen to us. You think we're going to tell people what they want to hear? We're going to tell them what the Bible said. And nobody want to hear that. That's going to be the beginning of our sorrows. What?
Verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another.
Shall what?
Betray one another.
Many going to be offended. They're going to betray one another. They're going to stab you in the back. They're going to be backstabbers. Keep going.
And shall hate one another.
And these are the things that you should strive not to happen. Right? That's why we practice this so much. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to betray your brother, your sister. You don't want to hate your brother, your sister. It's what we learn every day. Because Christ told us not to hate one another or betray one another. Right? Christ told us how not to hate and betray one another. So we follow what Christ is saying. The people that's not listening or following Christ, those are the people that's going to start doing this. Keep going.
Verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. Verse 12.
And you'll follow them because, well, not you, but I mean, people that are not following Christ will follow them because they'll do what they say. That's why they betray one another. That's why they hate one another, because they following those false prophets. That's going to be your Christians, your religions, your Islam, and your fake Israelite groups. It's going to be them. They following the false prophets. Somebody saying, yeah, I'm coming in the name of Christ. You know what I'm saying? And then they not going to be the one to get persecuted because they are not going against what the Bible says. But they're not going, oh, good, like, they are not going against, you know what I'm saying, what earth is saying. They going with earth. They going with the whole world. But you going against the world. You know what I'm saying? That's where your sorrows is coming. But them, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Yo, this is strong. Yo. Killing me. Come on, man. Yo, boy. Got it. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And because iniquity shall wax cold.
The love of me shall what?
Shall wax to the end. The same shall be saved.
And when those times come, the love of Christ is going to be. Many people want to come sell you a drink, but we want to be the ones that still standing on what we learned since 1969. That fire is going to be burning in us, but to many people, that fire is going to be out. That candle is not going to be lit anymore. And we going to be the ones that's dealing with the persecution because they follow the false God. They follow the false prophet. This is the time we're living in right now. The diverse thunderstorms, diverse hurricanes, and I mean, it was a couple storms in Houston or whatever, the summertime. It was like a hurricane, bang, then the crazy storm, bang, power went out 8 days, bang, power went out another 5 days, bang, power went out another week and a half, bang. It was like back to back to back. You get what I'm saying? Then the election coming, then Kamala Harris is never even elected. I mean, it's just like, what's going on? Like, things that we've known to be regular are no longer regular. You can't say what normal is today anymore because it don't matter. There's no such thing as normal. It's a whole nother normal today. You know what I mean? Drop that. Give me go to verse 30.
30.
Yeah.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes,
All the what?
all the tribes,
All the what?
all the tribes
Right.
of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
Yeah. When those times come, after everything is said and done, then you want to see Christ return. We're going to speak about that today. You know what I mean? Because we're going to be the ones following Christ. We're going to be the ones that's doing what Christ said to do. But there's going to be people out there that have no idea because they've been taught for so many years the wrong thing. Right? So let's get into it. Let's get Isaiah 13 and 6. And it's going to be all night. Isaiah 13 and 6.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 6.
Right?
How ye from the day of the Lord is at hand.
Now, when we see them times coming, or when we see that day coming, the Bible's going to give us an identification of those signs or those wonders. The Bible's going to identify what they are, right? Like Christ just said, this is going to be happening when those days are coming. And we skip down, but when he at the end of the day, he like, listen, after all of those things happen, and you want to see Christ coming back again. Son of the Man will come out of the sky with power and glory. Right? And all of this you see right here, this ain't gonna be here no more. So we're gonna read about what's the signs, what's gonna be happening in those days, right? Or what should you be doing? Go ahead.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
You know, a lot of Christians think that the day of the Lord won't be like, tambourines and it's gonna be a beautiful day. But the Bible says something different, right? It says the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as destruction, right? So when that day comes, Christ ain't coming with a tambourine. Christ ain't coming with a purple shirt. You know what I'm saying? He's not coming with love and, with hugs and kisses. It's going to be something different. All right, keep going.
Verse 8. And they shall be afraid.
They'll be afraid, go ahead.
Pain and sorrows shall take hold of them.
Yeah, pains is like hunger pains, right? Sorrow is like sadness or sickness, right? Death, destruction. That's gonna be the day when Christ returns. Go ahead.
They shall be in pain as a woman that travails.
You ever seen a woman give birth? You ever seen them yell or scream when they give birth? It's not a pretty sight. That's the level of pain that the day's gonna bring. Keep going.
They shall be amazed, one at another.
Exactly. So we're gonna be looking at each other like, yo, this is crazy. Like, amazed probably ain't even a word, because when you see how much turmoil the earth is going to be in, it's going to be amazing. Go ahead.
Their faces shall be as flame.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger.
Go ahead.
To lay the land desolate.
Go ahead.
And he shall be destroyed, like he shall destroy the cities thereof out.
Man, the day of the Lord coming with wrath and fierce anger. He gonna make the land desolate, make the land like a barren wasteland, and he's gonna destroy the sinners out of it. Anybody that go against the Lord, right? So anybody that's not here to do what Christ tells them to do, they'll be removed, right? And how do you identify those people? Because they won't be where his people that follow him are told to be. And how do we know what that is? It's in his here in the scriptures. He's telling us right now. But somebody else may be in a strip club. That's going down. In those buildings that Christ is saying is not going to be stone on top of each other. Because they're off in the distance looking at them buildings. The disciples are together. They're always together. But then there's people that's over there. And those buildings are going to go down. Keep going.
Verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun, the sun shall be darkness in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
It's going to be a dark day. Right?
Verse 11. And I will punish the world.
The who?
The world.
Right?
For their
For who?
For their evil.
Now, the Lord said He will punish the world for their evil. Keep going.
And the wicked for their iniquity.
Right?
And I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease.
And we know who the proud is today. We know who the proud is today. The Lord said He's going to cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And on that day you'll be humbled because you'll know that there is a higher power, a stronger power. You know, there's somebody out there that can defeat you. When the White House crashed and burned, when America crashes and burns, when Russia and China crashes and burns simultaneously, when Japan or any superpower that's left on earth, UK, when it all crashes and burns, then they'll all know that there's somebody who's stronger than them. That's when the arrogant, you know what I'm saying? What it said? That's when the arrogant will, the arrogant and the proud will cease. Go ahead.
And lay low the haughtiness of the terror.
Go ahead. That's the Most High coming laying down that correction. Go ahead.
Verse 12. I will make a man.
I will make what?
A man.
I will make a what?
A man.
Go ahead.
More precious than fine gold.
Go ahead.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Pharaoh.
Ophir. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens,
Go ahead.
and the earth shall move out of her place.
Go ahead.
In the wrath of the Lord of hosts.
And why would a man be more precious than today we say diamonds, or gold, or silver, or platinum, or whatever? Why would that day a man would be more precious than that?
Item of protection.
Yes, even with somebody to follow. Right? You're going to need somebody to take hold of. You're going to need somebody to be with or around. You don't want to be alone in these days. These are the days you got to find somebody to be around. So whatever possessions you have, you'll get rid of those. You'll walk away from all of those. Because you'll want to be with someone. Because he's the most important thing right now. That person right there is the most important thing. I don't care about nothing else. That right there, that man right there, that person right there, I gotta be with him or around him. That way I can survive. This computer, this iPad, this chain around my neck, whatever. At that point in time, it won't matter. None of that will matter. Drop that. Give me Malachi 4:1.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1.
Right.
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven,
Right.
and all pride,
On the who?
all pride,
Right.
yea, and all that do wicked.
Now, those two are synonymous. Why are they synonymous, Yaakov? Why are they the same thing?
Powers are witnesses.
Huh?
The powers are witnesses. They self-above in one line, and then they teach other people to do so.
Give me a scripture.
Talking about how the mighty have fallen.
That's good. That's good. Any more come to mind?
I have no guys, bro. But no guys have been no time.
Pride coming before destruction. Pride coming before destruction. Read it again.
Okay. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1.
What?
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wicked, shall be stubble.
Yeah. What's stubble?
Burnt pieces.
Yeah, it's like kindling.
Mm.
So all the proud are going to be what make the fire grow. Right? They're going to be what cause the fire to get bigger. The proud and the wicked. I learned a long time ago, get rid of that pride. I think one of my first challenges in the truth was learning how to say kind of one kind. I could not say it. It was the hardest thing for me to do. Like some people battle with tuna fish, blunt. I battle with weed too. But saying kind out of one kind, man, it was very difficult for me. I had so much pride, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think that men could rule over me. And I hate to say it that way, you know what I'm saying? But it's the truth, you know what I'm saying? There was nobody who I felt that had the authority over me. I hated authority. So saying kind out of one kind was very, very difficult. You know what I'm saying? So pride is a demon. It was a demon that I had to face coming into the truth. Trust me, I know what it is. That's why today you'll see me be the most humblest person ever. Because I know what I've been through and I know what it takes for somebody to come in here, you know what I'm saying, and change who they are. It's not easy. It's not easy. But that pride, it'll get you killed. Automatically. And that's how I know. You know what I'm saying? Pride, you're going to be stubborn. You're going to be somebody that the Lord going to use to just burn the fire. You're going to be right in the middle of that fire when the day comes, it's going to burn like an oven. You're going to be somewhere dancing around when that fire comes. And you're just going to make that fire blaze. That fire going to be burning with your nut ass. Because you're going to be in the mix somewhere, too proud to think that somebody got authority over you. Think that man ain't more precious than Ophir, gold, or platinum. The man is telling you how to be a better person. And I don't care about what you're trying to teach me. I don't give a damn about no Bible, nigga, Christ and God and Noah. I don't care about none of that. You're going to walk outside and you're going to be fire. You're going to be kindled to the fire. And that person that told you about it, you gonna sit back, you're gonna be sad. Because you was somebody he cared about enough to say something to. But when that time comes, you know what I'm saying? Like Christ loved Lazarus. He called Lazarus a friend. Lazarus turned his back on him. John the Baptist was his man. John the Baptist loved Christ. But he wasn't there with him. You know what I mean? Keep going.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
So they can't grow again. Can't replant themselves. There'll be no trace of them. Right?
Verse 2. But unto you.
Unto who?
Unto you.
Yeah, the Lord talking to you. Right?
That fear my name. Shall the Son of righteousness arise, with healing in his will.
Now, the sun is synonymous because we just heard that that day is going to come, but there will be no moon, no stars, no light, nothing coming out the sky, right? No sun. But unto you that listen to the Most High, you'll see the sun of righteousness to come out for you. Keep going.
And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
Right?
Verse 3. And ye shall
Tread.
tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet.
Right?
In the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts.
Now, when this day comes, they're going to be burned up, and we'll see the sun of righteousness when the sun comes out. They'll never see it again. That day will come as darkness. When we finally see the sun, we'll see everybody that we walking over. We'll see all the people that were proud. You know what I'm saying? We'll see all the Trumps, all the stars. You know what I'm saying? We'll see all the Diddies and all the Meat Mills and all the whatever stars. You know what I'm saying? And all the people that the Lord is here to make an example of. All the people that don't want to listen to the Most High. They'll just be on the ground like ashes, like dead plants. And we'll walk over them to see those stones that are not standing on top of each other. Those buildings that have been broken down. Just as the building's gonna fall, the people in them gonna fall as well. Alright, drop that, give me 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 10.
This is 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Yeah. The day gonna be hot, burn like an oven. When that day come, it's gonna come like a hurricane at nighttime, and you ain't got no cell phone service. You imagine if one hurricane hit, bomb, and wipe everything out. Cell phone service, internet, Wi-Fi, everything, right? And you erase from the world. And then a hurricane is coming right behind it with a tsunami. Can you imagine the destruction? Because you don't know that second one is coming. You don't know that a hurricane is coming with a tsunami behind it. So everybody's walking around trying to find food and scavenge and trying to make something of their life. And it's a 20-foot wall of water coming towards you. But you don't know. That day gonna come like that. And you're gonna look up and the sky gonna disappear. Everything as you know it gonna change. That day gonna come as a thief in the night. Now you could be ready for a thief to come in the night, but you don't never know when he's coming. You don't never know when the thief is there. The cameras don't save you. The weapons don't save you. Nothing can save you unless you're ready. Unless you up looking at the cameras with your firearm. That's the difference. It's called being awake. Right? What?
In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Now the heavens, the sky, the heavens is going to pass away. The heavens is going to, I don't want to say it like that, but the heavens is not going to be like they are today. The sky going to turn black with a great noise like thunder, lightning. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
What that mean, Yakubah?
Elements?
The elements. What that mean? The elements gonna melt with fervent heat. What that mean? Huh? So I can hear you. What are the elements? Huh?
Wind, fire, water, ice.
Matter.
Basically, Adam, I guess, oh shit, you do the trust.
Yes, everything is going to melt. This building is going to melt with fervent heat. The trees, the wood, the water, everything is going to, the sky going to pass away, and everything underneath is going to melt with fervent heat. It's going to burn like an oven. That's what it just said. Go ahead.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
Shall be what?
Dissolved.
Now, that's what it means. Everything is going to be dissolved. Everything is going to be broken down into new matter. Something's going to have to be rebuilt. Keep going.
What manner of persons ought ye to be?
You know, the Lord's saying, like, now everything is going to be dissolved. Everything as you know it is going to be torn down. Now, what manner of person will you be in that time? Once Donald Trump ain't your president no more, the White House don't exist no more, your phone don't call out, there's no more Wi-Fi, no more Instagram, no more Facebook, no more Twitter or whatever y'all got out there, no more YouTube. That's gonna kill me. I'm gonna be done without YouTube. But no more of the things that we've been used to. Who are we going to be in those days? Well, not us, you know who we've been. But I mean, a regular person in the world, who would they be? They don't belong to anybody. Let's say they survived the wrath of the Most High. And everybody they knew, let's say like a person in the world just came to class one day, and it just happened to be the last day. And we see everything that's happening. The Lord giving us the blueprint of what's going to happen and where we should be. Right? Let's say somebody just happened to be with us on the feast day and this happens. And when they go back to see their family, nothing's there. Who do they become? Who will they be? Phone don't work, no family. Like, everything is dissolved. Who will you become? That's the question. You know what I mean? So, as the Lord asks this question, we know who will be. We know what the Lord tells us to do. But for you, keep going.
Ought ye be in all holy conversations and good godliness. Verse 20. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God.
Yeah, hasting mean what?
Rushing.
Right. Looking for, rushing for the day to come in the Most High. But you don't know what that day is like. Keep going.
Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Who will you be in that day? Drop it, give me Zechariah 14:12. Like, we rushing for the Most High to come back, but we don't know when the Most High get back. You know what I mean? That's going to be a day of a lot of tears, a lot of pain, a lot of sorrows. It's going to be indicative of a woman giving birth. And being in that room, brother, it's a rough room to be in. I think I threw up in my mouth like 5 times. It's a lot, man. I had to push it back down and threw it up again. You know what I mean? I can't even imagine what it was like laying on that bed. I can't even imagine what she went through that day. I was just watching it. But to be in that pain, brother. I don't think I can do it. Now, as Christians in the world, they want that day to come. They waiting on the day of the rapture. They sing about that day. The day of the rapture. The day when the Lord comes back. They want that day to come. They making haste of it, running towards, I can't wait to Christ come back. I can't wait to Christ return. But that's going to be a rough day. Because you yourself might not make it. You know what I'm saying? We might not make it. Because everything that's here has been tainted. right? And when the Lord gave us the kingdom of heaven, like we mentioned before, only 2 people made it out of Egypt into the kingdom of heaven, into what was new, Joshua and Caleb. Joshua, you know what I'm saying, rebuilt Israel. We can read Joshua one day, you know what I'm saying, read the whole story of Joshua. If y'all didn't get to it already on Mondays, we can read Joshua and see what Joshua did. Joshua, he made Israel, made it, carved the land out and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, just don't know that that day may come and it's when the sky gonna pass away, the earth gonna burn up and all that. You know what I mean? But just make sure you know who you are in that day, or where you supposed to be in that day. What?
This is Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12.
What?
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that are false that have fought against Jerusalem.
Now, that day gonna come when the people that fought against Jerusalem, whether they be, you know, when we send them prayers up, we say, the Israelite priests and the brothers, you know what I'm saying, that come up against the school, right? So that day ain't gonna just be for Esau. That day is gonna be for anybody who wanted, anybody who wants smoke. The Lord will set it on everybody. What?
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
What?
And their eyes shall consume away in their hope.
What that mean, Yaakov?
Did you hit that leak in the glass?
Yeah. Explain it for the people. My phone, shit. Explain it for the people.
Did you hit that leak in the glass? Basically, all that flesh will come right off. Eyeballs will melt out your head.
Your eyeballs will melt, your head and your flesh will come right off. Like that movie with Sarah Connor. What's the Terminator? You know what I mean? The beginning of the movie. Eyes melted right out her head. Alright, keep going.
And their tongues shall consume away in their mouths.
When the Lord said they gonna burn like an oven, and them people gonna be ashes underneath them, those gonna be them people. Alright, give me Isaiah 54 and 16.
This is Isaiah.
Yeah.
54 and 16.
Right.
Behold, I have created a smite that blows the coals in the fire.
You know, the Lord said he created a smith. A smith is like a locksmith or a blacksmith, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody that creates something or forges something, right? So the Lord said he created a smith that blow the coals in the fire. Go ahead.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
And the Lord said he created the smith that makes the instruments. Right? Go ahead.
And I have created the water.
The what?
The water.
No. The what? The waster. Go ahead.
To destroy.
Now the Lord said he created instruments. He created the person that make the instruments that's going to destroy. The Lord is telling us that when that day comes, it ain't gonna be Satan coming with his demons and all that. The Lord said, I created the smith and the person that's gonna make the instrument and the instrument to destroy it. The Lord created the weapons. He created the person that's gonna give us the belt. And who's giving us the belt? Esau. He created the belt, right? And then when they come to destroy us, the Lord sent them. The Lord saying also that he sent the destroyer to the waster to destroy earth. He sent them. So we can't think about Satan and Esau making harp and hurricanes move and controlling the wind. They be giving Esau way too much credit. Yeah, you know, they got the Illuminati got the power to control the hurricane. This is Illuminati hurricane. Watch this. I'm gonna show you. The Illuminati, bro, stop. Stop. You giving Esau that much credit, and they can take a windstorm and make it blow this way, and even if they do, it's not them. That's the Most High that's creating the instrument to do that. That's the Lord giving them the power to do that. Don't give it to Esau. Don't ever give the credit to Esau. Ever. That's the Lord. The Most High Christ that gave them, like when they sat in that room, was like, hey, you know, if I put this, that's the Lord. The Lord making that happen. Because He's going to make all that happen and then just wipe it all out. Keep going.
Verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
It don't even matter what you make. You can make a diabolical nuclear weapon. It's not gonna work. Why? Because who was it? Nebuchadnezzar. Was it Nebuchadnezzar? He threw Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fire, in the furnace. And the whole time it was praying to the Most High in that book of 300 children in the Apocrypha. Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was praying in the fire the whole time. In the cauldron. And they opened up in the furnace, they opened up the furnace. And them brothers were still alive. The Lord had an angel in there moving that fire around. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Remember, Daniel was in the lion's den. And a plate of food got sent over to Daniel. You're like, man, what's that first? The Lord gonna make sure you straight. That's only if you're in the right place. Because if you in them towers, if you in Shaky Butt Strip Club when they come down, it's a lot. You gonna be one of them ashes that we walk over. One of them dusters that we walk over. When that thing come. Don't be in Shaky Butt Strip Club on such and such street. Learn what the Lord is telling you to learn. Be with them men that's teaching you them scriptures. Because they're going to be more precious than gold. They're going to be more precious than that platinum that you got on your neck, and that Lamborghini that you riding in. And that follower count that you got on Twitter or what's the type? Instagram. Facebook. They're going to be way more precious than, you know what I'm saying, them followers you got on your social media. That's going to be precious. Them niggas on the corner yelling, the white men, the oppressors, the devil that the Bible speak of. That's what's going to be precious. Them brothers. Keep going.
And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn.
The Lord gonna get rid of any tongue that rises against us in judgment. Any tongue that come up against Israel. It's like, yeah, you know y'all, bro? Boom. You know y'all should get it. Boom. Y'all always saying I'm yelling up. Boom. Those gonna be the people. And who am I to say that the Most High is wrong? All I know is I don't want to be them. So I'm never coming against the Most High judgment like, yeah, you know y'all, bro. Hell no. Because I know the punishment of those that disobey. It's like, you know how you ever watch your brother and your sisters get a beating, and you're like, thank you for doing that. I remember my sister used to jump out the window and go down the back and they climb down the fence. You know what I mean? Down the block. I'm like, dying. Man, my dad called her. Ooh. I had my own troubles. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing what she did. Shout out to my sister. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. And their righteousness is one of many.
This is the heritage of the service of the Lord. Go ahead.
And their righteousness is of me. Saith the Lord.
Now this is where we're going to dwell. We're going to dwell away from those people, separate from those people, because anybody that's talking against the house of the Lord, they'll be gone. And anybody standing with the Most High, that's going to be the righteousness of our people. All right, drop that. Give me Proverbs 16:4.
16, verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Man, break it down.
And that's for good and that's for evil. And it's like you said, he created those who created the weapons and created all that stuff like that.
Right. So think about it like this, like the Lord he's making all of this. He's making he made you, he made me, he made the Israelites, he made Esau, he made the weapon for destruction, he made the sun and the moon and stars. And it's like the Lord making his own movie, his own show. He the director, he's 50 cents for power. He making anything happen what he wants to happen. It's his show. Read that scripture again.
This is the Proverbs 16, verse 4.
Yeah.
The Lord hath made all things for himself.
For what?
For himself.
For what?
For himself.
So who are we to say anything is wrong or right? It all belongs to the Most High. He made everything for himself. For him. Just so we'll know, all right, I know they're gonna follow me. You know what I'm saying? Because I put every type of distraction in their face. And they said, I'm cool. Every distraction I can think of, I put it in their face. The Lord said, you know our weaknesses. And every day when you get to that weakness, you're like, somebody might be sitting right beside you with the biggest bag of weed and the fattest blunt and lighters and all that. Right beside you, like, boy, hit that, you're like, hell no. Because you know you hit that blunt, you might choke and die right there. Might be the leg, both your lungs deflate, and then your eyes pop out the head and all that. Because you know what I'm saying, what happens when you disobey the law. When you disobey God. But all of this he made for himself. I put all of that right in front of me. He said, no, I know he's solid. You know what I'm saying? He gonna keep trying you every day. The Lord will try you every day. Every day. Just to make sure you're solid. You know what I mean? But all of this is the Most High's movie. It's his show. He running it how he want to run it. All things for himself. Go ahead.
Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
The Lord said he created the wicked for the day of evil. So think like this, like every good movie has a hero and a villain. So in the Most High's movie, who's the villain?
Esau.
Who's the hero?
We are, yeah.
Israel. That's the movie, and everybody else is just props. You got the person walking down the street. That's Chinese man. That's Moab. Moab is just a prop in the movie. You might show up in the store, and it might be like Menace to Society. You know what I'm saying? He walked in the store, and he's like, "Hey, everybody!" You just a prop in the movie. You just here, just to show how much of an atrocity we can be, or how we living. This just shows how we living. That's what this scene is for. That's what these people are for. It's to show or set the scene. And once the scene is set, at the end of the day, you'll find out what the villain and the hero are doing. But nobody cares about that store scene at the beginning of the movie. Nobody cares about what Mo is doing on The Simpsons. He's just a prop, just there for the show. But we want to know about The Simpsons. Not about the dude at the store that's talking like an Indian. We don't care about him. You know what I'm saying? That's the other nation. They just there. But you got a villain and a hero. The hero is going to be who the Lord blessed in those days. Who's going to be the children of Israel. And the villain is going to be who loses at the end. Like, I've never seen any game or movie where you lose and live at the same time. And there's barely any movie that the villain wins. You might have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know too many movies or games or shows where the villain wins. Now, except for Batman, because then they call him an anti-hero. Because he's not really a hero, because he's not really a villain. And I'm not really into superheroes and cartoons and all that characters, but you know what I mean? I'm sure that Batman isn't a villain or hero. I don't know what he is. Because they hate him, but they love him. I don't know who Batman is, but you get the point, right?
No,
You get the point. You know what I'm saying? Probably what the aim is not innate with something.
Amos, chapter 9, verse 8.
Hold on, 1 second. Right?
Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful king, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
Right?
Saying that I will
Saving.
saving, that I will not utterly,
I will not, go ahead.
I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
Now, we know that all the we talked about it before. All the prophets of old spoke against princes and principalities. That's what they've done since Moses. They've been speaking against the princes and the principalities and the kingdoms that we live in and dwell in, right? So the Lord said, behold, his eyes are upon the sinful kingdom, right? And that's why we go out in the streets and teach, right? Because the Lord said his eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. That's America today. America is the sinful kingdom. He's looking at the sinful kingdom, right? And he said, I will destroy you from the face of the earth. The Lord is telling us that he's going to destroy the sinful kingdom. Everybody goes to commit sin and adultery and all kind of abominations and wickedness in this place. That's America. The Lord said he's going to destroy that place, right? Go ahead. Saving. It's like saving. I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. Now remember, he always sent a prophet or prophets, the school of prophets, to prophesy against the sinful kingdom. That's your job, Yaakov. You're the person that prophesies against it. And tell people, if you don't listen to the Bible, if you don't take heed to what the Lord is saying, you'll be one of them people who get their eyes melted out their face. You'll be one of the people whose tongues melt out their face, because you'll be a part of the sinful kingdom. Another scripture, come out of her, my people, that you don't partake in her sins, so that you won't be a part of what the reward that they have coming. And it's a sweet reward, because they've benefited from their sin. They put sin on top of sin, like what's Esau's son name? He said the Lord said he's gonna forgive Esau 7 times, so surely he's gonna forgive us 70 times 7. You know what I'm saying? He knows that if Esau can't be killed, then that must mean I surely can't be killed. They just put sin on top of sin. That's how Esau think. You need that scripture? Want to pull it for you? Or I think you probably got it. It's in Genesis. It's Esau's son. What do you think? Esau's lineage? I think his name is talking with an L. I think it's like the Mac or the Bun or something like that, or something with an L. You know what I'm saying? He's like, if they can't kill Esau, they definitely can't kill me. And if the event is going to come upon anybody that touch Esau, then surely going to come up, if 7 times, going to come upon, it's to protect at least 70 times 7. That's show you the spirit of Esau. Just remind me, I'll get it to you after that. That boy said if he forgives Esau, then he gotta forgive. The Lord is going to, or anybody that harmed Esau is going to get, I mean, exact justice. That he actually going to get exact justice if he try to harm me. Genesis 4. And 23. It was Cain's grandson. It's a lot of people. Cain, it was Cain, Genesis 4:23. Got it?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 23.
Go ahead.
And Lamech said unto his wives,
So Lamech is the grandson of Cain. 1:8. Go ahead.
Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, you wives of Lamech. Hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt.
Slain the man to my wound. I was upset. I slain the man, a young man, because I was upset. I was feeling bad, so I hurt somebody. Go ahead.
Verse 24. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech shall be succored. Truly Lamech 77fold.
That's the spirit of them. He like dying. I killed somebody because I was upset. So if the Lord will forgive Cain sevenfold, surely he will forgive me 70 times 7. Man, what? What? That's their spirit. That's the spirit of America. You still got Amos? Still got Amos? We got Amos 8, 9, and 8.
Now,
Good.
this book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 9.
Chapter 9, verse 8.
This book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the simple kingdom, and will destroy it. It's like, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Saying, it's like Savior, that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Keep going.
Verse 9. For lo, I will command that I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a seed.
The Lord said He's going to sift us through the nations like corn is sifted through a seed. Like, you know, He pick it up. You know what I'm saying? With the little basket joint, the woven basket, and it got like layers, and they sift it like this. Get all the rocks and all the sand and all that out. That's how the Lord wants to save us. You know what I'm saying? The Lord wants to save us just like that. Like all this corn is sifted in the seed. Go ahead.
Yet shall not the least grain fall from the earth.
He's going to separate us. You know what I'm saying? And lift us to the top. And everything else is going to fall beneath us. That's what the Lord's going to do. Shake us up. Boom. We're going to be shaken up. But He's going to separate us and lift us up and make us holy again. You know what I mean? Because like the scripture said, this is the sinful kingdom. And they make sin look good. You know what I'm saying? But if you one of them, then you can't be, you're not going to be one of us. You know what I'm saying? It don't make you whole to be one of them. You know what I'm saying? You'll be holding on to them and trying to be like them. And you'll never be like the rest of Israel. You'll never be who you truly are. You'll just fall by the wayside. You go.
Verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which said, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
That's people that just love America. They just love this place. They're like, yeah, the Lord ain't gonna destroy us. But
So that sounds like that. You will not replace us.
yeah. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a sad day, man. It's gonna be a sad day. That like the truth said, they hasten for the day of the Lord to come back, but not knowing what that day means. All right, drop that. Give me Revelations 11 and 12.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11, verse 12. And they heard.
No, you know what started at 11?
Okay, this is the book of Revelation.
Matter of fact, go to 8.
Okay.
Yo, this whole, all the Revelations is insane. So I'll go back to 1 and 1, but nah, go to 11 and start 11 and 8.
Okay. Okay. This is the book of 11. Sorry, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8.
Right.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets, like in the street of the great city,
Right.
which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Yeah, Sodom is where homosexuals was done. Egypt is captivity, bondage, right? So this place is spiritually called a homosexual slavery. Can I say that? This place is literally called a Levitical slave land. That's America. And bodies are going to be in the streets. Drop down to keep going.
You're awesome. Our Lord was crucified.
Alright, go ahead. Now it's like if I could, they said we're also our Lord was crucified. We know Christ was on a cross, right? In 2 Peter it said, our Lord whom ye slew and hung on a tree. Right? And so in my youth I asked, like, why would it say he was hung from a tree? And the answer was, what do you think the cross was made of? Right? So as I'm growing up, I get to read Willie Lynch, and it says, as Rome crucified on the cross, and they had people lynched on crosses, here we hang them on a tree. I see y'all got them hanging on a tree. Spiritually, a crucifixion and a lynching is the same exact thing. You know what I mean? So read that scripture one more time. 8 verse 8.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lay in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Yeah.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
Yeah, these are the same places where we have our great men who've also been hung, who've also been crucified. So that same people that hung Christ are the same people that hung us back in the day. The same people that crucified us, the same people that lynched us. Right? That's how you identify what's Babylon today. A Babylon is what that's what you said? The whore that sit on many waters. Right? That's what America and Esau is. That Esau have made their new Rome, their new place of crucifixion, their new place of hanging and lynching. You know what I'm saying? Christ was lynched as well. And then America just reinvented the lynching. They killed us the same way they killed them. And some of them brothers, a lot of them brothers were innocent. You know what I mean? Drop down to verse 11.
This is Revelation, chapter 11, verse 11.
Good.
And after 3 days, and had the spirit of life from God entered into them. And they stood up, they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
And this is This is the valley of dry bones. You're gonna see them bodies rise up. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Yeah. They heard a voice from heaven saying, Come up here. Right? And the bodies was rising. People was rising. They ascended up into heaven, into a cloud. Go ahead.
And their enemies, behold.
Now everybody else from them towns and them butt strip clubs and all of them, everybody from them cities and everybody from them windows and everybody from them doors and them drug corners and them trap houses and all that, all from the block and all, everybody looking at them people who they thought was just regular nobodies. They looking at them ascend into heaven like the cloud, like, damn, what? Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Yeah, we talking. The Lord came and moved on the earth. As he ascended us, he moved us out the way. He put us somewhere else. He got us out of there. And we over there with Christ, looking at the city. And like, damn, and Christ like, yeah, this ain't going to be here in another hour. Keep going.
And in the earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell.
Right.
And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the remnant.
The remnant.
Sir?
The remnant.
No, remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven.
Yeah. I think it's in the Apocrypha, I think it's in Ezra, chapter 2 7, I believe, when there was Christ was putting crowns on the head of the men, right? And 144,000 would be the new ruling body, right? And it was among the great multitude. This is the great multitude, the remnant that's watching. Man, they ascended to heaven. And that might be them people that was in class with us. They might have came to class and seen a couple feast days, and they go back outside and the day melted the earth away. And they find that there is nothing left. So what do you be in that day when there is no Trump, there's no White House, there's no phone, there's nothing else? You'll have to conform. You'll become what the earth is today. You'll be under the Israelites. Alright, give me Matthew chapter 24, verse 37.
This is Matthew, chapter 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Now, how was the days of Noah?
Flood.
Keep going.
Okay. Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood,
Go ahead.
they were eating and drinking, and it's like eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Now, mind you, when Noah entered the ark, remember they said they was making marriage, right? And they was marrying unlawfully, right? Marrying people of the earth. Well, what they call them, daughters of men. The sons of God was the daughters of men. And the Lord flooded the earth because it was making people that the Lord didn't want to be made. He wanted us to be one family, one body. But we was mixing with other people and lost everything. The Lord flooded the whole earth because we was having interracial marriage. Right? And then he did it again after Solomon. He broke the kingdom apart because of interracial marriage. Which is why we could probably go over that later on, you know what I'm saying? But interracial marriage is why the sin that the Lord hates. He destroyed Israel twice for those two same sins. right? So it was marrying and giving into marriage, with other nations, with other people,
Verse 29. And knew not unto the flood.
So verse 38, for them days they were, so in them days before the flood, they was eating and drinking, they was just having a good time, marrying and giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. So they didn't know, they didn't care, they was having a good time. They bombing women or having sex with women, you know what I'm saying, just getting drunk, eating, chilling, enjoying life. They living without a purpose. That's the world today. And what do? They have sex, they get drunk, they eat, they get high. That's pretty much life. They go to work just so they can do it all over again. That's pretty much life in the world. Just living it, right? And Noah like, yo, y'all better get on this boat. They're like, man, you dumb as hell. They ain't rained here in years. What you think? A big flood gonna come? You building a boat? You building a boat, nigga. What you doing with a boat? They in the middle of the desert, so it don't even rain here. You building a boat, they in Phoenix, Arizona. They're like, nigga, it don't rain here. What you mean you building a boat? Oh, yeah, the Lord gonna flood this place. Nigga, the Lord ain't flood nothing. You building a boat because you a nut. And mind you, after Moses was on the boat, you know what I'm saying, that's when his son tried to expose his nigginess. You know what I'm saying? Like he was probably going crazy. Because he's like, yo, nobody's listening. The Lord telling me to build this boat. I got all this, I got the blueprint and all that. He tried to build the boat and everybody's telling him he's crazy. Imagine that. Everybody telling you crazy, you trying to do something. And then one day, you get on that boat, and then it just started raining. And everybody, you was sending up. And everybody looking at you like, yo, please help us, help us. You're like, no, I can't. I told you I'd get on this boat. Now you ain't crazy no more. But when he in that boat, his mother is down there. His brothers is down there. His cousins, his family's down there. Everybody's in that water. Yo, Noah, come on, Noah, help us out. Everybody's in that water. And he gotta just watch them all perish. He tried to help them. They didn't want to listen to him. They was getting drunk and he was having sex and he was eating, getting high. Keep going.
In verse 29. And knew not until the flood came.
Yep.
And took them all away.
And when that flood came and took everybody away, that's when it was like, damn, this is real. When that water get to your neck, when you can't tread water no more, when you ain't got a paddle or a board to lay on, or even if you laying on that board, and it get nighttime, and you start to get hypothermia and all of that. That's when you start to call on the name of the Lord. That's when you ask for God to come save you. The Lord ain't gonna save you then. He sent Noah. You ain't want to listen to Noah. We wanted to get high, we wanted to get drunk, we wanted to have sex with them women outside. And that day comes, it's time to get on that boat. And that's gonna be the same as when Christ comes, looking like a thief in the night. And we got so much more. Maybe we was going to it next week. But that day is gonna be like a thief in the night. And when it come, you ain't gonna be expecting it, trust me. You just gonna see us on the corner telling you that, you know, the Lord is gonna destroy this place. And you're gonna walk by us. You're gonna think we crazy. And then one day you're just not gonna see us no more. We're gonna tell you come to class, you're just not gonna come. And next thing you know, you're gonna be in hell. And you're gonna be like, yo, them niggas on the corner was right. You're gonna go try to find us, and you're gonna see us ascending into the cloud. You're gonna be like, yo, what the? And then your eyes will melt out your head. I just pray you ain't him. I just pray you ain't her. That day is gonna be a rough one. For us, it's gonna be the day of sorrows. We're gonna see our family members melting away. We're gonna be watching the city fall. It ain't gonna be a good time. But we know once we get done, we're gonna walk over the ashes. We're gonna take what's left. And we're gonna create the new heaven. The new heaven on earth. The land of Israel. we're gonna have to stop right there. We'll have to go into the rest of it next week. Finish it up. Part 2 on what's the joint called? The Sign of the Times. Part 2 on the Sign of the Times. Mind y'all, next week we're starting at 7:30. Before you can check out your rum class or Yaga rum class. What he be on? What page he be on? Galveston. I.S.U.P.K. Galveston. I'm saying he be going until 7:30. So until y'all can just check him out. I'm saying check in with us at 7:30. Myself, Yakubai gonna be here. I'm saying as usual. Put the song up, like the incense, get to the scriptures. You already know. With that being said, any questions online or in the room? Oh. My joint saying YouTube has crashed. Good night. I just said that. I just said YouTube go down. I'll be done. I get on there. My joint say YouTube crashed. Huh? Huh? Did your crash too? Did YouTube crash too? No way. That's crazy. Nah, ain't nobody on YouTube. All right. So we're just gonna end it there. We're gonna pass the class off to preaching officer. Yakubai.
Yeah, it's like school, universal practical knowledge. Started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for your brother and sister. And when your brother and sister come to the school, they're all finished for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves in glory. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6-month period in which brother or sister will report each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties. This is a commandment. The book of Malachi, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Ma'asharah, which means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department for teaching. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like or any size by. Upcoming holy convocations. Feast of dedication, HAHANNA. The 25th day of the 9th month. By the space of 8 days. Wednesday, December 25th, 2024, for 8 days. We read about it in the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 5, verses 52 through 61. If anyone wants to become a Jew, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and a scarf. These are security officers.
Israel, we'll get more crazy salute. And Israel, Mike Shabbat, Mike Barak, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabbat, Thumb. That's my time, Sar. This is more crazy salute. And Israel, Mike Shabbat, Mike Barak, Yahweh Shemar, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah. That's my time. Class is